Hello everyone out there in tax land and the tax man here. Listen, taxes don't have to be hard. Here we take complex tax subjects and we make them easy because we want everyone to understand, to benefit, and to save money. And today I'm going to help you get some answers to the number one question that the IRS gets asked from taxpayers, and that is, where is my refund? I'm going to tell you why the IRS is especially backed up this year and what you can do to find out the status of your specific refund. You're not going to want to miss this. So if you filed your return and you're waiting for your tax refund, I've kind of got some bad news. And that's that the IRS is more backed up in processing returns than I have ever seen in my 10-year career. In fact, the IRS reported earlier this month that they have more than a 35 million return backlog. Now, why is the IRS so far behind? There's a couple of pretty good reasons for that. First, in 2020, the pandemic caused the IRS to have to operate at reduced capacity. Not as many employees were working and processing returns, and that led to some delays. Next, also last year, most of the IRS workforce, which is about 74,000 employees, transitioned from working in offices to working at home, and once again, that caused delays. Next, the IRS has overseen 3 rounds of stimulus payments, and that's further diverted resources from processing returns to managing those stimulus payments, caused further delays. And lastly, the IRS had to adjust to several new tax law changes that went into effect this year during the heart of tax prep season. So the net result of all of this is that you're going to be waiting a lot longer for your refund than you ever had before. I used to tell my clients it takes the IRS about 4 to 6 weeks to process returns and issue refunds, and I used to be right. Sadly, these days, I think the minimum amount of time it's going to take you to get your refund after filing is 2 months, and if there's any sort of issue with your return, which I'll go over in a second, I would expect a wait of up to 6 months to get your refund. So what might cause extra delay in processing your refund? Well, the biggest reasons are that the return has errors, the return's incomplete, the IRS suspects ID theft or fraud, if you've filed for the earned income credit or additional child tax credit, or if you've incorrectly claimed the recovery rebate credit. These are the biggest reasons that might cause delay in processing your refund. Now, if the IRS has any problems with your return that's causing a delay in the refund, they'll eventually send you a letter explaining what those problems are. When you get this letter from the IRS, it's extremely important that you open it up right away because it's either going to give you a list of additional information that the IRS needs, or it's going to tell you what changes that they're making to your return. Now, if the IRS is requesting more information, it's really important that you respond with that information right away. If they're talking about changes that they're making to your return, you want to make sure to review those changes. Newsflash, when the IRS makes changes, they're not always right. And then if you disagree, respond back with what you disagree with and why. Either way, there's going to be time limits to respond, and you don't want to lose any of your rights by blowing the deadline. So what's the best way to check the refund status of your individual case? Well, the IRS has several options here. The first thing you're going to want to do, though, is make sure that you have your social security number, your filing status, and the exact refund amount on your return ready to go. The first way you can check in with the IRS is by phone. Their phone number is 1-800-829-1040. Now, I'm sad to say the IRS has made significant cuts to their phone system recently. If you call in with a refund inquiry, there's only automated messages. There's no option to transfer to a live person. But if you call in, supply the information, social security number, filing status, refund amount, an automated system will give you an update on your refund status. The second place you can go to get your refund status is online at the IRS's website. Go to www.irs.gov or Google Get Refund Status IRS and you'll find their website. Once there, you can enter that same information, social security number, filing status, and refund amount, and the IRS will give you an update on your refund status. And the last place you can go is, believe it or not, the IRS's very own app called Irs2go. Download the app, sign up, enter in the information, and you can get your refund status on the go, anywhere your phone gets service. How about that? Now, when you check in on your refund using one of these methods, the IRS is going to give you one of 3 different responses. The first is received, meaning that the IRS has your return, but they haven't looked at it yet. The next is approved. That means the IRS has processed your return, they've confirmed the refund amount, but they haven't sent it out yet. And third, the best, is sent, which means that the IRS has sent the refund either to your bank account via direct deposit or it's on its way to your mailbox via a paper check. Now, there are a couple of tips and tricks you can use to make sure that your return gets processed as fast as possible and you get that refund check as fast as possible. The first is to use e-file. IRS can process an e-file return much faster than it can process a paper file return. Next, use direct deposit. Enter in your bank account and routing information into the return, and the IRS is going to get your money much faster to you than if they have to mail out a paper check. And third, make sure your return is done correctly. The IRS is going to be much faster in processing your return if it's done right the first time than if they have to go back and correct any mistakes. So there you have it. Hopefully you are now armed with all the information you need to check on the status of your refund. And hey, if you've got tax questions Or if you need help filing a tax return or years of unfiled returns and you want to make sure they're like, done correctly. Or if you owe balances to the IRS and need help negotiating a resolution, give me and my team at Community Tax a call. Phone number 1-800-424-8332. O, si prefiere español, 888-523-6606. Hey, if you like what you saw and want to stay up to date on all the latest tax news and information, give us a like and give us a subscribe. I am Dan, the Tax Man, tax professional with Community Tax, and I will see you next time.